Hello everybody, it's Ronnie with Whip and Chain. I'm excited. 4th of July colors, you got it? Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna make this, basically this video, I made a pot holder with it, but this video is more for learning the linked double crochet stitch. You can use this. It's a very, very dense stitch. It doesn't pull apart, which makes this perfect for like baby blankets. Like if you don't want the little people putting their fingers through stitches, you can make scarves, you can make hats, you can make blankets, you can make pot holders, you can make anything you want with this stitch. It's beautiful. So we're gonna dive right into it. Let's go. Okay, to make this double crocheted linked pot holder, I'm using cotton yarn because it's something that's going to be in the kitchen. But this pattern, there's no specific count. I got a hair on my camera. Anyway, there's no specific count, so you can make it as long as you want. This is great for blankets and scarves, and you can do shawls, you can do belt, you can use this for any pattern. I personally chose to make a pot holder because it's a link stitch, and it's perfect for pot holders and washcloths and stuff like that. But you can take this pattern and you can use it for whatever you want. My favorite holiday is 4th of July. If anybody has followed us long enough, they should know that 4th of July is my holiday. So I'm using, I know it's May, but July will be here before you know it. I'm using my, this is how the color, Patriot Ombre. This is loops and threads, so I got this at Michael's. But I do try to buy as much yarn as I can at Hobby Lobby, because that yarn just never lets me down, ever, like ever. For this yarn, I'm using a 4mm crochet hook, but they are actually recommending a 5mm. So you absolutely can use a 5mm, but use what you want. You do not need a bigger hook to do this stitch. You can use smaller hooks. So either way, it's really okay. So I'm going to just show you a sample on how to do this, and then I'm going to bring in my little pot holder and we'll do a beautiful little edging on it, okay? So the first thing you do is you just do a chain, as long as you want. Again, there's absolutely no right or wrong number. You can do an odd number, you can do an even number, you can do whatever you want. So we're going to do a chain. Okay, bring it in a little bit because I do want you to be able to see exactly what we're doing. So to get started on this, you take your hook, second chain from the hook, you go in that chain and you bring up your yarn. Then again, you go into the next chain and bring up yarn. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Now you proceed to just do a normal double crochet. All right, so this, if you struggle at knowing your edges, and on a lot of projects, I am one of those people, believe it or not. With all the crocheting I do, I am one of those people. It's easy enough just to grab a stitch marker and mark your edge. All right. So now, at the top, well, here we go. At the top, where your top chain is and the chain underneath that little, that it looks like this, an upside down V, you're going to take your hook and you're going to go in just that bottom one. You're going to grab some yarn, bring it through, go into your next stitch and bring up some yarn. 3 loops. You proceed to do your double crochet. Now, am I going off camera? I gotta stop doing that. Let me pull that out in case that went off camera. I want you to see what I did. Here's your V. right here. You take your hook and you go under, you go right under that, the one on the left side. Grab some yarn, bring it up, you go into your next stitch and you bring up some yarn. 3 loops. You wrap, go through 2, and you wrap and you go through 2. Now the rest is easy. This chain that it formed, this bar, if you're holding it this way, the bar is right there. Like you should have to see 3 bars. Go into that bar, grab some yarn, bring it up, you go into the next stitch. And then do this a few times so you guys can see it obviously. Here's your bar right there. Right here. Right there's your bar. Go in there, pull up some yarn, go into your next stitch, and do your double crochet. Again, here's your bar. Okay, that's the bar that we're going to be using. You go in there, bring up some yarn, go in your next stitch, bring up some yarn. So we're going to continue to do this all the way across. So we're just doing the same thing all the way across. To last stitch. See how dense that is? Really nice. So now turn, do not chain. Turn your work. And in your first stitch here where you're coming out of, go into that back loop only, bring up yarn, and do a single crochet. And let me show you again. Let me move the camera back. I seem to want to put my hands up further. There we go. All right, so you just finished the first row. You take your hook, you go in that back loop of the very first stitch, bring up some yarn, and do a single crochet. Okay, see these 2 bars right here? Take your hook and you go into the back bar, the one that's closer to your left. Go in there, bring up some yarn, and you do your single crochet. That is how you start every side. All right, so again, go into your back bar. Now that one's done, bring up some yarn, and then you go into your next stitch. You bring up yarn and do your double crochet. Now we're just going to be going in to these bars right here underneath the V. The bar, here's the V, upside down V, there's a bar right underneath here, right there. Okay, so go into that bar, bring up, and do your double crochet. Okay, go into that bar, double crochet. Go into that bar, bring up yarn, go to your next stitch, grab your yarn and do your double crochet. The bar, the stitch, and double. Now I forgot to mark my first stitch on this side. So if you want to mark your stitches, you can. So it's the bar, pull up yarn, you go into this stitch. And this is what you do for every row. Bar, stitch, and there. See, these bars really show. That's my last stitch. So let's turn and show you how to start again. Go into the back loop, bring up yarn, and do a single crochet. The 2 bars right here after the single crochet, you go into that back one and you do another single crochet. All right, then again you go into that back bar to bring up some yarn, then you go into your next stitch and bring up yarn and do your single crochet or double crochet. Sorry, I'm saying single. Go into that same bar, next one, do your double. If I said a lot of singles, I apologize for that. So you go into that bar, bring up yarn, next stitch, and so forth. And that is how you do this pattern. And this is what this pattern is all about. It's a very dense stitch, which works perfect for pot holders and dish cloths and such. So now, magic, I got mine done. So now the border, I want to do on this. And chain 1 when you're done. You go into your side stitch, pick your stitches, and do a single crochet. Okay. You go back into both those bars. Be right back. Okay. My brain was doing this stitch yet, so I was really messed it up. So I took us back to the beginning. There's my last stitch. So I want you to go into that first stitch and do a single crochet. Just like that. Then you go back into those 2 bars. While you're in those 2 bars, you go into your next stitch, bring up some yarn, you go through 2 stitches, you wrap, you go through your last 2. Let's do that again. Take your hook, go through those 2 bars that you just finished, pick your next stitch, bring up some yarn, immediately go through 2 stitches, wrap, go through 2 more. All right, let's do it again. Go through those 2 bars, go to your next stitch, bring up yarn, go through 2, well, go through the 2 stitches, bring up yarn, go through 2, wrap, and go through 2. So again, go through those 2 bars, go into your next stitch, bring up yarn, go immediately through 2 stitches, wrap, and go through 2. Let's keep doing that. Go through 2 bars, your next stitch, go through 2, wrap, and go through 2. 2, stitch, bring up, go through 2, wrap, and go through 2. Go through those 2 bars, go to your next stitch, bring up, go through 2 immediately, wrap, and go through 2. All you do. Now in the corner, do 1, 2, and 3. That way you can make it around the corner good. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Very pretty. I'm going to finish going around and I'll be right back. Okay, came all the way around, cut my yarn, I'm going to pull this up. See, we have this divot here. Go under. So I'm going to go down through the next stitch. It's going to be hard, it's going to be tight. And that closes it right up. Okay. I'm going to use a regular needle to weave in my ends. And that is it. Let me weave it in and I'll be right back. Okay. So, cut off your tails. We covered this while we were crocheting, so I can cut this one off. And here, there we go. here is my 4th of July pot holder. Got to stretch it out a little bit. Let me zoom you out a little bit. But look at this border, guys. Tell me that isn't a really cool border. Really nice. And this is a very nice thick. It can be a dishcloth. I'm using this as a pot holder. Beautiful. Well, I'm Ronnie. Thank you for joining us, making this beautiful little pot holder with this linked double crochet stitch. Until next time, here at Whip and Chain, Maggie, Lauren, and myself, it's always a work in progress. Take care. See you at the next video, guys. Bye.